Hey everyone, it's Lori from Scraps by Sissy. Happy Thursday. Are you surprised I'm here? I am. Oh, it's been a busy couple of weeks. I think when I have my retreats, I think it takes me a little while to kind of get back on track. So thank you for being patient with me on that. If you join me, please be sure to say hello. If you're catching me on my replay on my YouTube channel, be sure to give my video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet. You can catch all the videos when they post. Yeah, I'm trying to find you on my laptop now so I can see what's going on, but of course it's been a while, so things change. Let's see, more videos. Let's see if I can find me that way. Oh, there I am. Cool. All right. So, what did you think about the October paper pumpkin? Isn't it a pretty kit? Oops. Hang on. I got to turn off the video over here, the sound anyway. It's always fun when you hear yourself talk back to yourself. Yeah, so the October paper pumpkin kit. Well, when they told us a little bit about it, of course, when I heard there was going to be some glitter glue, aka dazzling diamonds, aka stickles, you knew I was going to be all about that. I would have bought 5 kits just for that. So this kit makes 8 cards, 2 of 4 designs. The box itself is just adorable, isn't it? Let's see, I've taken it apart. So okay, so here is the stamp set. Cute little gingerbread house, trees, couple of sayings. Here are the envelopes. I wish this would have been on the inside so I could trim it, but you know, hey, they're gorgeous envelopes. Of course, a full sheet of dimensionals because, you know, we really need those. And some mini glue dots. There's my favorite. I think I've used almost the whole thing already on just a couple of projects. Told you I love this stuff. Then, of course, we have some labels, and I think I need one of these for one of my cards. So I better pull that out now while I'm thinking about it. And, of course, the glimmer paper. I forgot to take all these pieces out. Trees. I'm basically, on one of my cards, I'm going to be following the instructions that they have in the center. It's hard to pull things out and pay attention to, you know, that whole walking and chewing gum and everything at the same time. Forget it. Okay, so my one alternate's going to be following this design. I mean, it's gorgeous. So I just changed it up a little bit. My second one is completely different. So I know I'm going to need a couple of these. The ink spot in this month's kit is a real red. Hi, Kathy. How are you doing? Thanks for joining me today. Let's see if I can see it over on my laptop. Let's see. Here we go. There it is. Kathy says I'm here. Okay. So I know I'm going to need a couple of these, but I'll come back for that. Yeah. So the die cuts on it are cute. I just dropped all my envelopes. Hang on a second. I don't want to step on them and mess them all up. So I already showed you my scrapbook layout. I kind of struggled with this one. It's kind of hard to have. I mean, I don't have very many cards that showcase houses. So what I did, I subscribed to pagemaps.com. And every month you get a set of sketches for scrapbook layouts. And I used one from this month's layouts. And this is what I came up with. So I'm using a 12 by 12 old olive piece of designer cardstock. And then I used a piece of that Berry Christmas Designer Series paper. And it's cut at 5 inches by 12 inches. I have one full sheet of 8.5 by 11 Night of Navy. This is a card base that's from the add-on kit for next month. Did I bring this over so you could see these? I thought I did, but apparently I did not. They're around here somewhere. But you kind of get an idea of what that card base is. So I laid the card base out, and see, you can see all the glitter in that card base. And then this is going to be for a 4x6 photo. I'm going to use this for a photo of, and you've probably seen it, and I've posted it on Facebook a while ago. We have here in Redding, there's a walk through our Turtle Bay, I want to say park, and it's called Lights of Christmas, I think, or no, Garden of Lights. And they set it up, I forget how many millions of lights there are, and you walk through this like 2.5 mile trail and see all their Christmas light display. And that's what I thought of when I put this together. I punched out a piece of basic white with that new heartfelt hexagon punch. Used a piece of that ribbon. I also used the ribbon here to for that seam there. And this little guy right here, I'll tell you a secret. I was going to try and dye that glimmer strip red. Well, as I was doing it, I ended up putting my hand in the ink, and there's a thumbprint or a fingerprint underneath this. So, hey, there's no mistakes. There's just ways to embellish and cover it up, right? So that's why this little extra piece is there. So that's my layout. I'll put that aside. And then, let's see. Did I bring, nope, the cards are still sitting where I was doing my blog. Hang on. So, here's the first card we're going to do. And it is, like I said, I'm following the instructions on the kit, but I added it to a piece of real red. Since there's so many layers on this card, I'm using basic white for the card base. I'm going to try and keep down the weight. And then here's my second one. There's another lady. Oh, there's some red on there. See how that is? There was a lady in one of the Paper Pumpkin Facebook groups who turned these into gingerbread cookies. And I thought, what a cute idea. So I've already done this part of it, so you don't have to watch me fussy cut and heat emboss. But that's a little piece of pecan pie stamped with the house image. And then this little piece of designer series paper is from the Traditions of St. Nicholas. And there's the inside. So let's get started with card number 1. So I already have the card base and the 2 real red pieces cut. We just need to trim up one of the card bases. And we're going to use the entire thing. We're going to use the back piece for the inside layer. So I'm going to cut the card front at 4 inches. Make sure we're at 4. Okay. And this is going to be 5 1/4. Don't need all that white at the bottom. Okay. So set that aside. This layer we're going to cut at 3 3/4 by 5. And then the little house guys, I need to trim those down a little bit because they're made just for the 4 1/4. Let's see, is it this one? It is. Should have had those pulled already, huh? It's got to be this one. Yep, it is this one. So this, since it's 4 1/4 in width, I want to bring this down to 4 inches. Just like that. And then the little red piece, that's not it. Here it is. Again, I want to bring it down to 4 inches. There we go. That way it fits my card base. I hope you're in for shenanigans since it's been a while since I did a Facebook Live. Bless her heart. Okay, so I have 2 real red pieces. This one is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. This is just going to fit right on here. And the other one is, hang tight, should be 4 by 5 1/4. So this should lay right on the inside of this layer here, just like so. Okay, one can never tell with Lori. So we're going to add these with some of these dimensionals that they give us. Okay, so this one goes down first. Like I said, I just followed the instructions on the instruction sheet that comes in there. And you want some layers on there. Let's put one right there. Let's see if we can not make a huge mess on our workstation today. Haha, good luck with that. So this is just going to fit right down at the bottom. We're just going to line that up with the white card base, maybe. There we go. Okay, so there's one. And then the other one will lay right on top of it. I kind of went overboard, I know, shocking, with the glitter glue on the houses. You're only supposed to, so that you have enough for all 8 cards, you're only supposed to run it around the rim of the roof line. Well, of course, Lori went whole hog and did the entire roof line. Alright, so we'll set this down here like so. There. Isn't that pretty? I'll go ahead and add this to the card base now, so that when I add the glitter glue, it'll already be set and ready to go. It'll just dry right on the base. Okay. Well, that didn't fold very well, did it? Okay, here we go. You'd think this was her first time making a card. Alright. So this will just lay right inside the edge of the card base. Just like that. So then the little label. I guess I didn't need the trees, did I? Come on. Okay. So I'm using my Real Red pad since that's the color. And I have the stamps already mounted. And I'm just going to say Merry Christmas. And it's a photopolymer, so I'm going to use my Stampin' Pierce mat. Okay, we're just going to stamp that right there. Okay. And then this is where the mini glue dots come in handy. Because it's glimmer paper underneath that banner, mini glue dots adhere best to the glimmer paper, which is probably why they didn't give you a ton of them like they normally do. But that's okay, we always have mini glue dots, right? Okay. So I'm just going to set that right on that glimmer paper. Add some dimensionals, stray hair. And then add this to my card front. I'm going to set him right over here. Isn't that pretty? It goes together pretty simple once you've read the instructions. Get all these out of the way. Now, this is the back side of the card. We're going to use it for the inside sentiment. Where did I put? Oh, here it is up here. Okay. I really like this sentiment too. Just going to stamp that, make sure this is straight. And it stamps really nicely too. Let's close this up, especially after the red fun I had yesterday. I forgot to stamp my little trees. Okay, I have those, and I'm just going to stamp them with Old Olive. And I mounted both trees to my block. And it's just to bring the outside of the card to the inside. I'm just going to stamp them on the little corners. There we go. There. That's the only time we need Old Olive, so we'll set that aside. Glue him to the inside of the card. And then we'll add a little bit of our, I'm going to call it Dazzling Diamonds because that's what we used to call it. Hopefully I've got some left. And you're just going to run it along the edges. Love this stuff. I was really sad to see this retire, as you might know. I'm just going to add a little bit to the trees. Which is probably why I ran out of it. Or am running out of it. There we go. I'm just going to dot it. There we go. Very cute. See if you can see that glimmer. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, fun. So be surprised when you get these cards for Christmas this year from me. Just saying. All right, let's move on to the next card. All right. So like I said, I'm using a Mossy Meadow card base. And the cookie sheet is actually a piece of the silver foil, and it's die cut with the Sending Cheer tag dies. Let's see, I do need my scissors just to clip off that little tag. And I'm just going to come across and trim it just like that. I got a runner some. Oh, he's over here. Put him in the pile with the rest of the garbage. You like the glitter glue too? Yes, it's so fun. Okay, so I have a piece of that Traditions of St. Nick. It's hard to keep up on all the different designer series paper out there. This is an online exclusive, and this is cut at 2 inches by 5.5. I'm just going to lay that here. Okay, so I have I think this is 2.5 by 3.5. And I'm going to stamp the sentiment at the bottom. Right along the edge. And I am going to layer that onto a piece of red. Just grab something. And we're going to add that to the card front with dimensionals. Okay, of course dimensionals. And let's see, there we go. Just pop this up a little bit. I think I glued it straight to the card base when I made my first card, but that's okay. And I want that little gingerbread guy to be showing, so we'll set him there. Now, get my little gingerbread house. So basically what I did was I stamped the gingerbread house in Versamark and heat embossed it with white embossing powder on that pecan pie, and or as people from the South, pecan pie. That's what my mom and my grandma always called it. We'll set that right on our little cookie sheet, just like so. Add our cookie sheet with dimensionals. Set this right over the Merry Christmas. Isn't that cute? And then I'm going to add some of those speckled dots in the green, right there in the corner. I tried on another piece putting the glitter glue on the gingerbread house, and it did not turn out well. When it dried, it gave it a funny look. Okay, so we want that same inside sentiment. I'm going to stamp it a little bit to the right since we've got that strip. And then we're done with that. This piece is 3/4 inch by 5 inches, and it's going to fit right over here at the edge. Okay. And then we'll add him to the inside, and we will be done. What do you think of that? Isn't that a fun way to make your kit go a lot farther? Okay, we're done. Dun, 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 dun. Let me clean up my mess here. Get all this out of the way. That was pretty pretty harmless today. So there's our second card. Our first card that I want to be careful since the glitter glue is still wet. And of course, my fun layout that I'm going to use for the Garden of Lights. Isn't that pretty? Now, the November paper pumpkin kit is going to coordinate with this. It is treat holders and some boxes or something, but for those that don't like to use treat holders or whatever, there is the add-on card bases. There, you can get 20 of them for $14, and it's this card base here. They're all the same, and then the envelopes are red with some stripes on them. I was going to show you, but heck if I know what I did with them. I had them here. Let me check one place. Here they are. They are right here. Here are the envelopes. So you got room to, wouldn't it be pretty with a silver ink pen? And then again, just the card bases. And they are filled with glitter. My favorite. Shocking, I know. All right. Well, I thank you so much for stopping by and spending time with me today. I am going to finish up my blog post, and I'll have links to my online store and so that you can subscribe to Paper Pumpkin for next month. Again, thanks for spending time with me. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your week. Take care. Enjoy the fall weather. We're going to get some rain this afternoon, I think. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye.